welcome to Tales of the Monsters in My Head. Today is a celebration of poetry, storytelling and of course, mental health.
So, in April, we asked the public to send us their tales of the monsters in their heads. And today, we're going to perform a selection of those poems for you.
In the form of a traditional poetry slam book with a physical theatre twist.
So some of the pieces we have interpreted and done the entire piece. Some of them we've cut them down, we're only going to do a tiny section.
Some, like a traditional poetry slam, will be on the mic, and some are going to be off the mic.
And some will be in a totally different medium, so you'll just have to listen and look out for those as well.
So, today is a celebration, so if you fancy laughing,
Laugh.
if you fancy crying,
Cry. And if you've got any questions, we're going to do a Q&A at the end, so make sure you hold on to them. We've got some of our writers with us in the audience somewhere, so they'll be joining us in the Q&A. And there's a meet and greet as well, where you can come down and chat to us and see the work on offer. So,
without further ado, enjoy the show.
Desirable
By Joanne Gale.
Had just turned 21 when my bro broke it to me that
They needed their spare room back.
we're trying for a baby, his partner said. Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Yeah, they'd housed and fed me for 2 years.
I searched on house show websites and asked around, but everything was stupid expensive.
I had a 0-hour bar job which paid a little more than minimum wage.
I stuck with it so I could drop work at short notice.
I was trying to open a career door. I was applying for lots of
Work experience placements. This media company offered me a week's unpaid work experience.
Amazing. So I shadowed different roles, and soon after, one of their employees called and asked to meet me for coffee.
Late one afternoon,
We met. It was a guy in his late 30s.
smart, talked a lot,
Told me how he'd climbed the career ladder. He insisted we get something to eat.
and started buying drinks. After a few, he told me that he'd
Taken a copy of your number off your application, and I've called because I thought
I was cute.
in the following weeks, well, he kept calling. And sometimes he would even rock up at my work. I mean, he was friendly, and he'd give his advice, and, well, he promised that
If I heard of any internships, I'd put her forward because she was.
talented
Yes, you are.
and lovely.
Yes, she is.
I had not experienced this type of charm before. I was very young and naive. So about a month later, we're chatting.
When I confessed that I still hadn't managed to save up for enough for deposits and fees, I'd spoken to a housing association, but help wasn't available for those expenses. He suggested that I
live with him! Just for a bit though, rent free, you know. So I moved some of my things into his flat.
Sometimes I'd cook.
Often I'd clean.
He enjoyed talking to me and telling me the same stories about his
Work, travel and
achievements.
Frequently he'd go abroad or eat out with friends.
I wasn't allowed my friends in his flat without him there.
To try and earn more, I started working for a local cleaning agency.
The guy in their office said £9 an hour because I didn't have any experience.
He joked that I must be desperate for doing a job that most English wouldn't.
Ugh.
I gave up trying to explain to him that I was Welsh. One evening, I was in his flat when he got back late from the airport and told me he'd had lunch with his ex. He then went into intimate details about the sex they used to have. Positions, orgasms, stuff like where his balls would touch her facial expressions, their dirty talk.
Yeah, maybe.
Everything.
Honestly, everything. About a week later, we were watching a foreign film when he started going into detail about all the foreign women he'd slept with.
Again, lots of intimate details.
Yeah, maybe.
He added that he was a romantic because he always let women make the first move.
He told me he'd slept with several women younger than me.
When I wasn't working, I tried to stay out as late as I could. I'd sit in cafes.
And public spaces, I stopped
One evening, I was trying to do the washing up when he put a film on with unsimulated sex in. Again, he went into intimate details about his previous partners.
He told me he needed to travel
and sleep with new women, and to do so,
he needed to rent out his flat. On social media, I noticed a posting about a 12-week volunteering opportunity in the north.
accommodation provided.
No qualifications needed.
I applied. 2 weeks later, I delete my social media account.
Changed my number
And walked away.
from his flat.
I hope he still doesn't have that copy made.
Of my application.
Spirals by Dieta Richards.
How do I dissect the inner voices inside my head? How do I face daily tasks by taking cover wearing my mask? I'm cold and pale and my blood runs thinner as I challenge myself when I look in the mirror. Fear itself echoes like thunder. I myself am 6 feet under. Where do I begin? Where do I start? Flowing aimlessly on this unstable raft. Depression tries to strangle me, throat so tight I can barely breathe. I'll try my hardest to push on through. Please wake me up so I can come to. I am a shadow of my former self. The poison that is my mental health.
Broken Blinds by Glen. This is a show about personal space. What we give, what the world takes, what streams out of us through the broken blinds that surround our world.
What's to become of peacefully on my bed. I wrote simply in.
Eat, sleep, breathe.
Breathe, sleep, eat, sleep, breathe, sleep, eat. These functions that seem so difficult these days.
Ooh. The whale on Blue Planet with its dead baby.
Maybe it's responsiveness that got us here. We are the dominant species, so therefore we are always ready to adapt. We made a world in which we never settle. Never settle for just enough. You are enough.
But you are not enough because you do not believe in your enoughness. You see, we see it all now. We see it all. Oh, it's okay that you're sad.
But wait, it's not. Practice gratitude. Think positive. The world is awful.
The planet.
No, I'm not allowed to be awful about what? Reaction is chaos.
Stage 2.
Us to say it responds to prediction, so therefore you can never be right.
They just wanted a better life.
We are primal instinct gone wrong, I think. It's not that it's too much. We are athletes who have been training for this our entire lives. We have the fitness, the flexibility.
Then a thread of reasons why Ariana Grande is problematic.
Sometimes, when I can't sleep, I try to imagine I'm closing one of those shutter doors, like the ones you get on shops, just pulling it down and shutting up all the input. Close now.
But the dimples on your face are cute.
Oh, thanks.
But the dimples on her thighs are not.
Back in 8 hours, for the love of God, just let me rest. I will awake with a head full of sorry I was asleep. Sorry I just saw this. Sorry you couldn't reach me in time, and also I don't think you'd ring my doorbell at 3 a.m. unless you were dying, which you're not, so you know. Sorry for liking her or him. I didn't know the world would turn against them. A lack of a catalyst in this social experiment had me blindsided by the explosion. I feel like I'm always answering the door to the postman in my pyjamas, half-formed, messy head in that doorway. Morning! Morning. It must seem like I live like that always. I feel like I'm spreading butter on toast still melting before the bread cools down, and the phone rings, and by the time I get back to the toast, the butter is lumpy and it won't spread in the bread ribs. I feel like I'm brushing my teeth, but the toothpaste is extra frothy and I'm just trying to be fast, but I keep needing to spit.
Once, twice, thrice.
I feel like I've just covered my face in Lippy mud mask and the police turn up, and I don't know what I've done, but it's a bad time for mug shots, really. I feel like I'm running for the bus, and I get hit by Greta.
Plan A, Plan B, the backstop.
It belongs to the council. Its name is
Jack the Gritter.
Hilarious. I feel like fork.
Then what do you use to eat soup with?
Fork.
Spoon.
Fuck. I feel like I'm trimming Burbank, although I know everything's not real, so someone just keeps hitting reset.
That's 100 reasons we're living in a simulation.
Or maybe more like Eleanor from The Good Place, except very much alive. I know I am alive because sometimes I'm scared. And if I was dead, I don't think I would be. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? I feel so like I should fix it all.
The trick of the life, you see, that is individual responsibility.
I want to take in all the children walking through countries leaving their families when we are pack animals apart. I want to warm the whole world, but all I can do is give a jumper to the cold. I want to untangle the sea from the nets and breathe the life into what we made dead. I want to run into the Houses of Parliament and scream stop and rip up the old system. This doesn't work. Do you ever feel like a brick?
A what?
Like a brick.
A brick. No.
Bricks by Francis Llewellyn.
There's
a hole in my head where a brick used to be. That's a whole lot of space and it's troubling me. Oh, but nothing gets cold when there's nowhere to keep. No more dreams I don't sing the songs that we sleep. Well, there's a space in my room where a voice used to sing. But I threw up the ones now there's no one to bring. There's a pen in my hand and I wrote down a lot from Scott. 2 jobs, but this film's got no plot. All the pretty photos holding the door with the black glasses and the script on the wall. There's walls in my way where I run one straight down, so I keep hitting bricks. So my brain's falling out, falling out, falling out.
Fairy tales when you were a kid. Did you read them?
All the time. My mum used to send me to sleep with one.
What? But they're fairy tales.
They're like adventure stories.
No, they're not adventure stories. They're like, I don't know, warning plays, moral plays, you know, warnings to kids. Hansel and Gretel, 2 kids walk into someone's house. Look what happens, stranger danger. They're warnings.
Okay.
They're not adventures.
Okay.
Yeah. Can I tell you a story? I should like a proper, a fairy tale, you know, and what they're meant to be like.
The Dark Warrior by Stevie, Freddie, Worrell. A summer's day in August 1984. A day I can't forget forevermore. When life was meant to be happy for all 6-year-old boys. What we really should be doing is playing with our toys. But that day felt so different. And now I will explain the reason why I'm damaged, why I'm always in pain. A normal day, 2 mates are standing in a field wanting to build a camp, make our very own shield. And that man was meant to protect us, and protect us that man must. But on that very sad day is when I lost all my trust. Now we are walking through the trees. I feel the branches scratching and catching on my knees. And then it all becomes open, a big camp. This must be. Me and my two friends are running around so free. I then look in the corner and, much to my despair, I cannot help but notice a dark but red armchair. I must admit right now, this was not strange to me, as I was just a child that's running free. And now my mates are climbing, they're climbing up the tree, and the adult is in the armchair, and he is calling me. So, as I go to walk over, just like a little good boy, I get this funny feeling. This is starting to become a ploy. Just then I start to notice the adult in the chair. For some peculiar reason, he's wearing no underwear. And before I even realised, my clothes were being removed. And then right there, in that moment, I was being abused. For some unknown reason, I couldn't make it stop. The pain I started to feel was like being smacked with a rock. And then I started crying and shout, "You're hurting me." "Sorry," he would say, and stop abusing me. But once I had stopped crying from the pain that entered me, he thought it would be okay to carry on touching me. I can't explain the reason, because I was only 6, but now that I'm older, he was just out to get a fix. And then I started crying, "Why are you hurting me?" And then I felt invisible because he was ignoring me. Until at last, finally, he stopped and let go of me and said, "If I tell anyone, he'll take my parents from me." I start to put my clothes on as quickly as can be, as all I want to do is get him away from me. Not looking where I'm going, my legs I would have scraped. Now I found my moment, now I could escape. And I'm running through the fields just like a helpless mouse. All I want to do is get back to my house. And I knocked on my front door. I started to feel free. Things started to feel better. My mum would cuddle me. "Look at the state of your trainers. What have you done to your shirt?" An answer I couldn't give, as I was full of hurt. And then I started to remember what that dirty man said to me. If I was to tell anyone, he'd take my parents from me. So now, you will all realise pain embedded in me. It was not my fault, it was him that damaged me. And yes, I am a warrior. That's something I'll always be. But I would trade it all in just so I could be free. If you ever see me looking so carefree, just remember, the pain, it's always in me. Well, come to bed.
lighter to my forehead with damp cheek sticking to the pillow. I've known cold sweats before. I've been waking up with them my whole adult life, but this is one of the worst. If I can understand why. Because unlike some that fade away in seconds, this dream, those noises, those images are still flashing and sounding in front of me like a Halloween display. Horror come vividly to life, lingering as though I was still there, watching and listening to it happen. I gasp in air, briefly frightened by the wall of darkness surrounding me, and just in an instant that old fear, that dread that's clung to me since childhood, rises up to break over me like a wave, every part of me bracing for it. Tears already pooling in my eyes as I wait for the crash. And then the light blinks on. Behind my shoulder, immediately casting its pale blue glow onto the bedroom wall. Illuminating a shadow of my head, complete with messy, sodden hair, even as I turn my head into a fraction into the direction of the beam.
Oh, shit.
He mutters, strengthening the brightness of the phone as I turn around further. The screen lighting up his face as he finally swipes the bar across the full power. And instead of the terror I was preparing for only a moment ago, a soaring wave of relief crashes over me instead. As he shifts his eyes towards me and arches an eyebrow apologetically.
Forgot, I dimmed it down earlier and then I couldn't figure out why I couldn't see anything.
I nearly let out a sob at the selflessness behind the words. No suggestion that you might have actually been asleep. Or that you might have heard the scream as it tore from my throat as I came out of the dream. Or that you might have been resting more deeply tonight. He's never once not stirred, thank you. Exactly the same moment I have, his body ever on alert for any hint of my distress, even in the middle of the night. He frowns slightly as he notices my eyes watering, and then reaches out a finger to brush away the one escaping tear. Brushing away those images of those homophobic bastards kicking him half to death and forcing me to watch with one simple touch. Like the breaking of a dark spell, bringing me back to him and only him.
It's got you pretty bad tonight, huh?
He says, smiling sadly.
It's okay.
I know, it's okay. I always know as soon as I see him again. Alive, well, and in my bed, staring at me like I'm the most precious thing in the whole world.
Alright, look. What about this one?
Show me the screen. Glance at it and nod. I think of something starting with game. It looks interesting.
Okay. Alright. Ready? Think of something starting with I.
I love you. More and more every night. How have you been sleeping?
Haven't, never, can't seem to switch, drop, turn me off. Can you turn me off? Just twitching limbs and then barbed wire break.
Drinking alcohol?
No.
Any substances?
No.
How often are you eating?
Please, can you turn the radio off? It's the music, it just drives me mad.
How old? What happened? Sorry to hear that. Sorry.
Sorry. What did you just say? Asked, demanded, extract more words. I'm just so tired. You know, words, they just make me so tired.
Sing me a song of a lass that is gone. Sacred that lass be I.
Will you stay with me?
Do you want to hold my hand?
I can't switch. I can't switch. Everything's a mess. I'm a messy mind. Alice is falling down the rabbit hole. One rabbit, one pill,
makes you larger. One pill makes you larger. One pill, it makes you
Do
larger.
you want pasta? Or we could share a pizza. You look pale. Have you been eating?
I can't. Thoughts. It's just too many thoughts. Make decisions. I can't make decisions. I don't know. You decide.
It is perfectly normal given the situation, circumstances, trauma shock.
Insert meaningless words here. Where has my mind gone? I just can't sleep. You know, I'm dropping things. I keep dropping things. They just slide away down broken glass. It's like my mind is full of broken glass.
How have you been?
Do you understand that I don't understand what you don't understand me?
I know how you feel, and it will get better.
Better, 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 better.
Hey Jude, take a sad song and make it better.
Things can only get. He was in that band though, wasn't he? Brian Cox. Not Spaceman. Starman. I can't believe David Bowie's dead. Dead. How did this happen? I mean, what a shit. Yeah, man, no shit. I mean, what?
It will get better.
Mm-hmm. Do you know that horses can sleep standing up? And you know, I wish I could do that because as soon as I try and do it properly, it just all goes to shit.
Sing me a song of a lass that is gone. Say could that lass be I?
Please just stop it! I can't stand it. I can't. Where is she? Because how can she, anyone just be here and then not here and then not at the same time?
It's perfectly normal given the etc.
It's time. That's what it is. It's too much. Too many seconds, minutes, hours, days, weeks, months to fill and repeat this forever and forever. This is fucking crazy. Am I skipped?
It doesn't happen that way.
Okay, so why won't you give me a blood test? Okay? Tests. I'm always failing these endless tests. It's just a one-week test.
Nobody expects you to be okay at a time.
I want to get out. Okay, I need to get out. I need out. I want out, so let me out. Okay, let me out. And I can't, you know, because I can't go out because I'm on my own and I'll be on my own and I'm in hell on my own and I'm not safe and then you're not safe. So please, you just don't hurt me.
Nobody's going to let you hurt yourself. Nobody's hurting self.
I mean, have I done this to myself? Have I done something wrong? You know, twitching limbs, thrashing bones, brains just splattered. How can this dead thing just be something that happens and it's inevitable and then we just forget? How?
Forget the world in your head for a little bit. A minute time.
Ooh. I was just dropping off. And I finally, at 5 a.m, 3 a.m, 7:15 a.m. And I shut my eyes and it's all still, you know. It's all still. I'd always lie in when I stayed at her flat. You know, in a creaky double bed. It left this massive crack in the living room ceiling. And she'd put Radio 4 on and make some tasty made up breakfast concoction. And shout, "Oi, get up, lazy cow." And I would always go right back to sleep. I've never been a morning person. knew that when I finally woke up, stretched myself open for life to happen to me, I knew that she would always be here.
Sing me a song of a lass that is gone.
multi-eyed, monstrous head with sweet certainty speaks its reasonable whining words. Why shouldn't I be in my head? Why should my selfish side win? And so the war begins, and my selfish side parades its spoils of the battle. Spoils of words, spoils of feelings. Parades them before me reflection echoed back by the mirror before him.
The mirror before him.
Tears fell down his pained face, his feelings exacerbated by the mirror before him.
The mirror before him.
Every edge and curve and deformity bared to see through the mirror before him.
The mirror before him.
Ugly, fat, flab, spotty, weak, idiot, descriptions screamed by the mirror before him.
The mirror before him.
Contemplating purpose of existence and life alone, fears that are made by the mirror.
The mirror before him.
Why am I doing this to myself? Losing my mind by the errors reflected back by the mirror.
The mirror before him.
Beauty is not based on self-extremities, he argued back to the mirror before him. And then a smash and clatter, shattered glass falling from the mirror before him. Power, strength, beauty, and self-worth. There are no more lies from the mirror before him.
By Joanne, Gale.
When Tex used to say, I miss you, and now they read,
Pick up ketchup if it's on special.
I used to pick up roses and habits of protection for the bedroom instead, but recently, celibacy is the theme in the bedsheets. More time spent washing dishes, working, laundry. It's not what my hands used to get up to. Now I squeeze
into tiny pants. Well, regular.
to try to kick it back. We lay at night, still groaning for affection. Oh, I've started at bedtime reading crime and detection novels to kill time. Page-turning plot lines intense with mystery and odd fun, because, well, date nights and love nights for some reason are over and done for us. Our bills keep increasing. And to be fair, if we went anywhere, who'd pay? That would cause a fight.
2 coffees, 2 lattes, then more than half a bag of food shopping, right?
And we're past impressing stages. Our weekends often concave into working, laundry, and watching series on demand. Text back with one hand that I'll
pick the ketchup up.
I get loo rolls too because they're on special. No kisses though, because it's only a text, that paper to wipe our asses, and when was the last time we gripped each other's? I wander home. Shopping bags awkward and feel my whole body groan as I see 2 couples looking far snazzier than us with
little takeaway coffee carriers.
neither one carrying paper for their posteriors, and I tell myself I should have known to have taken the quick route home. I text again. I send 2 kisses, hoping for 4 back, like the ones I am missing each night before we fall asleep. Did I mention
I've nearly read the entire crime section in the local library.
Miss Chinery? Please take a seat.
know the drill?
So how are you finding the sessions?
Pointless.
So you've only been doing them a month, maybe give them a little bit more time. You're not going to get better that quickly.
Okay, well you don't listen to me.
I do listen to you.
don't listen to me.
I'm listening now. How are the depressive symptoms?
Well, I'm still depressed, so
The anxiety?
I'm still anxious.
If you were to describe how you're feeling right now in a few words, what would you say?
Okay. Trapped.
Okay.
Silent Witness.
I'm sorry.
Silent Witness. By Emma Chinery. It's the worry lines that indent my forehead. You know. Do not know where they'll end. There's no coordinates for their destination. They're now just a permanent fixture on my youthful complexion. No one sees the night steers, or feels the pressure that builds deep in the socket. You know, eventually the droplets they cascade carelessly from my eyes.
Okay.
Now, every day I silently cry out loud for help, yet no one hears my plea. Now, don't judge the sad yet confused expression on my face. Do you know it's taken tremendous strength and courage to even be in the same place as you?
My illness does not signify my weakness, just my determination, my bravery and my willpower. I'm trapped in a silent world that no one seems to understand. Doctors pop me pills like candy, encouraging soft words to help me through, yet no definitive answers. Now I understand why it's called the silent illness. Loving friends, lots of family, yet my whole world is silent, because there's not one person that understands.
I'm in eating disorders, anxiety. world was silent, faceless dreamscapes.
And a heady rush of honey and coconut. The snow-white hebe by the back door exploded into flower, and a cloud of tiny worker bees quivered through its long stem. I expected my frame of mind to change with the season. I expected freedom from four walls and dark evenings. I thought the friend would ring, and I would laugh with old friends who would visit, and we would drink wine on the terrace until 8 or 9 in the evening, and even then the night would be warm. I put a plastic glass and a piece of paper by the back door. Sleepy wasps at first climbed up and down the window pane, weakly buzzing to be let out. I carefully placed the cup on the pen, slid the paper between glass and rim, then one by one released them to the sky. Next came bear-like bumblebees, hovering on tiny wings, bouncing against the window, buzzing like song, all optimistic and light. The bluebottle appeared like a demon from the darkness, suckling through the winter on some ancient mouse, now restless to sniff out the fresh meat of summer. He hurled himself in fury at the window with a buzzsaw scream, hitting his head again and again. No plan, no patience, just mad desperation to be free. I was surprised that I identified so closely with that fly.
Knock knock, who's there? Adolf. Adolf who? Adolf ball hit me in the mouth and that's why I talk like this. Thank you. Good one. Okay, knock knock, who's there? Vinda. Vinda who? No, Vindaloo.
That's not funny.
No, fine. Who's there? Knock knock! Who's there? I'm a who? No, I'm a poo. No one at all. Knocking by Mark Burrows.
I'm the one knocking, waiting for an answer. You didn't return my call.
I'm the one.
I'm the one ringing the bell.
Ding dong.
To open.
Ding dong.
Reply to my text.
Knocking or ringing a bell. I'm the one.
I'm the one rattling the letterbox.
Letterbox.
Stop. You'd have friended me on Facebook.
I'm the one knocking and ringing and rattling. I'm the one knocking and ringing and rattling. I'm the one knocking and ringing and rattling. I'm the one knocking and rattling.
I'm the one throwing stones to the window. Hearing through the letterbox. I haven't heard anyone from this. I hear my door knocking. Blowing on the sound. I remove the back.
Ding dong. I'm the one knocking. Waiting for myself to answer. And so, in a somewhat ironic homage to mental health, in that it's a never-ending cycle,
We are going to finish with the poem that started this whole process for us. The Monster in My Head.
by Sophie Payne.
Worrell.